Hi everyone, I'm super excited for today's video. I am doing a style with me for holiday decorations. As promised, I'm going to be using a lot of my thrifted goodies from my Holiday Thrift With Me haul, and I'm really excited to incorporate all of those pieces into our holiday decoration. My family always waits until at least Black Friday at the earliest to start decorating for Christmas. So we did wait. It's the Sunday after Thanksgiving today, so it's a perfect time to start decorating. We're even getting a fresh snow dusting today, so it is really just perfect timing. And I'm excited because we did go get our real tree already. In previous years, we've gone and cut down trees, but since we live in Minneapolis, it's just a little bit easier for us to go to a nursery or to go to one of the farmers markets. So we went to Tingletown Gardens in South Minneapolis because they have this one tree that I love. It is a balsam tree and it's a really unique kind. So a lot of trees go out like this, but this tree kind of goes up, the branches do. So it's a very Scandinavian style tree, really unique. And I just love the atmosphere that it brings into the room. It's just a little bit non-traditional. I also like, because I think that the scent is nice, and I think that these trees, for us at least, they lasted a little bit longer. And it's nice when you source from nursery and the trees are local, because your trees are going to last a lot longer. I'm going to start with doing the living room, and then we'll decorate in the dining room and a little bit in the kitchen. We don't typically decorate our bedroom, so let's get started on decorating the living room. So this tree is a balsam. I said it was some type of Fraser. It's a balsam. It's gonna settle here, and it's kind of gonna still be in this like upward direction, which we really like, but I'm excited. It's pretty close to the ceiling. It looks like it's touching it because of the cove, but it's a few inches down, so it's so cute. Okay, so while we are letting the tree relax here, I am going to decorate the mantle first. I have this table full of goodies, all these vintage things, and I just have a couple bins of holiday decor that I have collected over the years, but I am truly a little bit more of a minimalist when it comes to holiday decor. I don't go crazy. I think that it's an easy thing to get really caught up in, and it's hard. Like you can really do so much, but we don't really host for Christmas, so it's just us, and I really want to make sure that it feels really cozy for us, but I don't want to go like insane. We're gonna keep it pretty simple, and I'm excited to share everything with you. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna start on the mantle here. I'm gonna start by just clearing off what I already have on here. Send it to the side. I'm thinking that I'm actually gonna probably like this mirror here, so I'm gonna take it down, but I think that I'm probably gonna end up putting it back up because I think it's just really pretty. So a big element of your holiday mantle is gonna be your stocking. So I'm gonna start by putting up all of the stocking holders. So these were ones that I got from the thrift store. If you saw my last thrift with me, they were just a couple bucks a piece, and they are solid brass. And oops. So just a couple bucks a piece, solid brass, really, really pretty. So I'm going for a bit more of an asymmetric look on our mantle. So I'm gonna put all of the stockings just on one side here. And then I'll kind of build around these. We have 4 stockings, one for me and Jonah, one for the dog, and one for the cat. So I have been kind of into a little bit more of those vintage stockings. So Jonah's grandma made him this one, and I am actually just obsessed with it. I think it's so cute. I think that she made it with a kit, but I think it's just really pretty. I found this one at a thrift store, and this is my stocking. Again, just charming. It's like fully knit and just really sweet. For the cat and the dog, we just have some of those like simple dollar store stockings. So I have some other ones, but I like to prefer, like, I'm going for really a lot more of those primary colors. Whereas I do have some stockings like this, but they don't really go with the others that I have. These go better. I'm on the hunt for some cute vintage cat and dog ones, but I'll find them eventually. That's looking really nice. I am going to be decorating the mantle with some faux greenery and some real greenery. This is a faux garland that I got at Target a few years ago, so they don't have it, but I think it's really good to mix in faux with real because you get a little bit more bang for your buck. And sometimes the real stuff will go brown or dry out, so it's nice to have faux. I'm carrying this like more pine needly one with a cedar, so having the two next to each other is going to be really nice. Okay, I think that that's a fine start. Like I mentioned, I am going to be going asymmetrical, so I know that this looks a little bit funny right now, but once I get all the real greenery in there, it'll really fill out. Just gonna adjust the faux garland a bit here, so we get some going this way, so it doesn't look crazy empty over there. I think that's a nice base. So when I'm working with faux floral or faux garland, I always start with the base, and then I will add in all of the live real stuff. Okay, so I usually get my cedar garland just from Home Depot. You can get it from really any garden store. It just comes in like kind of a big roll. This was 20 bucks at Home Depot, and I cut about a 5-foot section here to put into Mantel. Make sure that you're kind of overlapping texture and weaving them together a bit, because that's what'll give you a little bit more of that real looking texture instead of something that is faux, which is not bad, but we are working with the two just to try to get it to be a little bit more cohesive. I'm going here, I'm just like wrapping them around each other to try to get things to be a little bit more fluid. Step back, take a look, see what I'm thinking. I also got just bunches of cedar stems, so I'm currently just going through adding them in to where I want to create a little bit more volume in the fireplace. Adding some more cedar in throughout here, try to make it a little bit more consistent with the overall flow of everything. You definitely don't need to like wire things in necessarily. I'd say if you have kids or somebody who will maybe mess with it, then you maybe should wire things. But for me, I've had plenty of success just like leaving it here and nobody touches it, so it's fine. I even have a cat that likes to mess around with things and she doesn't usually, so. I think I'm done with adding the greenery into the fireplace. I like how it's cascading this way, kind of offset by all of my stockings right here. Next I'm gonna put on a couple of things just on the top. I'm gonna add, I think, some little bows here to my stockings and kind of work on some of those details. It's feeling a little flat to me, so color-wise, they're the same tone. So I'm gonna bring in some dried floral. That's something that I really like to do in holiday arrangement. So I have a bunch of dried eucalyptus here. This is all from Trader Joe's. I just simply hung upside down, let them dry. So I'm gonna cut up some bits of that. Since it's a lighter green, the texture is gonna look really nice. All right, you can see like the texture is building here with these couple different tones. So I'm just gonna keep on adding in. I also have some dried floral here from Warm House Story here in Minneapolis. I got this bouquet from him last week and it's just really sweet, and I think that it's a really nice spot to just live on your mantle for the season. I also really love putting dried hydrangeas in my mantle. I did that last year though, so I'm not doing it again this year. So I'm just gonna keep on adding in some of the lighter green textures. I'm probably gonna cut off a couple pieces of cedar here, tie them in here, because I really want this area to be pretty voluminous. So I'm lucky enough to have a couple of these brass candle sconces. I love these because they just create such a beautiful glow around the room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 2 of them up and tie cute little bows on them. I have a green ribbon on this, so I'm gonna switch it out so they're both red. I don't have more of this green, and I'll put this on another one that I had, but it's just such a simple thing and it's just so cute. Just kidding, I'm gonna go blue instead. I actually put ribbons and bows on my tree, so this is one from last year. I am not a ribbon slash bow tire professional, so I'm gonna give it my best shot, but you totally do what feels best for you. Just make sure that what you're doing, you want the velvet to be, if you're using velvet, you want it to be out. So that might mean that you have to twist some things when you're tying your knots. Okay. So you can see it's starting to come together here. Okay, yeah, I think that's so cute. Like, it just adds something nice. I like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Bows can be imperfect and still be super pretty. And do the other one. Okay, I've always been a sucker for these in your windows. I feel like it's just very charming. So these are some battery powered ones. I got them from the thrift store just for $1.50 a piece. So they're gonna go in all of our windows here. Just sitting in the windowsill. Again, I'm not having an issue with them getting knocked down, but a command strip would go really far here. But I just think that's cute. I really like, because this is a little bit more asymmetrical on the fireplace, I went symmetrical on the 2 brass sconces there. I'm not putting anything in the center because I kind of like it to be a little bit lower. If I was doing something in the center, I would probably recommend doing a wreath or a mirror or something that'll create a little bit more atmosphere. I'm going to style the coffee table. The colors that I'm focusing on for my decorations this year are red and blue. So I'm going to be keeping some of these blue books on the coffee table because they'll tie in really nicely with the tree decor that I have picked out. I'm going to be just offsetting those blue books, and I love layering on top of books. So I love putting this old ashtray with Palo Santo in there. I'd also put some candles on there, or just some other simple decor like that brass angel. So cute, and it was just so inexpensive, but I don't think it's gonna work for the coffee table, so it might end up over on my side table, but we'll see how it works. Okay, so next I'm gonna bring in the red. So I got red on red, of course, because I love color. So bringing in these red glass taper candle holders with some red tapers, and I just love how they balance and they just play really nicely with that really bright blue. So I'm putting them diagonal and bringing in some of my stone coasters, and that plays off of that alabaster ashtray that I have layered on top of the books there. And then I really love bringing in some more blue, so I'm gonna be bringing in a vintage blue bowl of mine, and I love keeping out some of my wrapping pieces for part of decor, so I'm gonna be filling this with ribbons and spools, just things that I will be grabbing continuously through the season, but just looks so pretty all together in a bowl. Okay, the tree has settled down a little bit, so it is time to start decorating the tree. I really love bows, so I am going to really deck out the tree this year with bows and ribbons, and first I'm gonna do the lights, ornaments, and then I'm just gonna layer a ton of bows on top of everything. I got this tree skirt a few years ago from Target, and I just think it's just really nice and timeless. So nice white, and it's got some stitching on it. Okay, this skirt is on. Lights are on, so now we're gonna do ornaments. Jonah's helping me with lights, obviously, but he's gonna help me put on the ornaments too. I have a bunch of different ornaments, so I do have this pack of ornaments that I got from Target a few years ago. It's got some greens, blues, golds in it, and I do really like that pack. I'm just gonna stick with the golds and the blue from that, and those are kind of my fillers. But otherwise I have a lot of like fun vintage ornaments that I've collected. I have these really cute glass ornaments that I got a couple years ago. And I got a ton of ornaments this year, which if you watched my thrift with me for holiday decor, you would have seen these in here, but I mainly stuck with a lot of like paper mache or hand painted ornaments from the thrift store this year. Just really classic, timeless, and I'm excited to get these up on the tree. I will do kind of really random with all of the handmade and vintage ornaments that we have. And then once I get into the primary colors, I will do the triangle layout with that. But for now, I'll just stick to all of our sentimental pieces. We do have all of our ornaments in here that are from family gifts over past years. Got these really cute ornaments last year from a local artist here in Minneapolis, and I just think they're so cute. They're little paintings in little gilded frames. I just love them, and I'll link them below so you can purchase them if you want to as well, but just such a sweet little addition to the tree. These are a couple more vintage ornaments I got from the thrift store. So classic Swedish Christmas ornament. And then I got this cute one that's like made with a bunch of fabric and it has pearls on it. Just really charming. Jonah's trying to tie a bow because he is. I also got this cute striped ribbon from Target. This is their like sugar paper brand. So I'm gonna cut this into about 3-foot strands and then tie it on the tree. That is a bow. You did it. Can I reach? So for the kitchen, I'm keeping things pretty neutral in here. Just literally 2 things. So I am going to add a holiday plate up there and change out for a red candle. So taking this one down and adding in this cute one that I got from the thrift store. This is $4. This one came with this, but I actually have a set of these plate holders, and they're really, really nice to have, and they always come in handy any time of the year, frankly. So I'm just gonna make some adjustments to it, and then I will put up the plate. Okay, I'm happy with this area just being really cute, really simple. So I'm gonna add this little brass steer that I have. This was actually from my grandpa. So this used to have a little candle holder in it, but I think it's just really sweet. I'm gonna add this right up here next to the reindeer, kind of fun. And that's really gonna be it for the kitchen. I'm gonna add some red tapers and things like that when I'm hosting or having guests over, but in general, I'm gonna keep it pretty simple in the kitchen. I'm one of those people that likes when things are clean, I want to have nothing on my counters. So I don't add a bunch of stuff to counters. Speaking of counters, this is the type of cat parent I am. She's crazy. Okay, so now I'm gonna start working on the dining room. one of our most important holiday decorations is this advent calendar. This was a gift from Jonah's parents. It was made by Jonah's uncle's mom. So obviously advent calendar, it's a tree, but it's all handmade, and all of the little advent pieces are all these really sweet hand-painted items. And this is just a fun thing because we, over the course of the holiday season, we have a Snapchat group with Jonah's family, so every day we're Snapchatting pictures of all of us putting on our ornaments. So I already put a nail in place for where this is gonna go. So it's just gonna go in this spot. So I took down all of my plates that I usually have right here for the advent calendar to go there. Obviously with an advent calendar, you want these pieces to be pretty close by. So I have this very classic Santa tray. This gives me big Grinch vibes of the platter that he ate when he was a baby.
Santa, bye-bye.
So I'm gonna leave this on the dinner table, and we will just have all of our little ornaments in there. Okay, so with the dining table, I'm keeping it pretty simple. I'm gonna leave this dried floral here. I've got my Santa, and I'm gonna add in these votive or tea light candle holders. I love working in pairs of 3 when I'm styling. I know that this is its own pair of 3, but I think that this is just really cute and simple, and I like to keep the dining room table a little bit more simple. We don't need a ton of stuff on it. And I have a bunch of holiday tablecloths as well that if we're hosting this season, I'll pull those out too. So these 2 Santas were thrift store finds of mine. This one was $2, and this one I got a little while ago. I don't have the tag on it anymore, but they're just very, they look hand carved, they might not be, but they're very charming. So I'm going to be placing these inside the hutch that I have. I think just like the little pop of the Santa will be super fun. I may not be able to fit the tall one, but I'm gonna fit this one in here for sure. Okay, tall Santa fits on the bottom. So I'm just gonna like stack them a little bit here. I am gonna put this green candle over here. I'm gonna move her. Okay, so the idea is that I can shut this and see the Santas, and they can be really nice and visible. So just a cute little pop here with the Santas. I think that that's really lovely. Okay, just like a little bit something simple here. I already have some candles up here, so I'm gonna leave this little setting. I might put some greenery up here, but like I said, I like to keep things pretty simple. So these couple thrifted items, and then I also have another candle sconce. Love these babies. Chucky just always has to be a part of these things. So I am gonna tie this green little velvet ribbon around it. And voila, just really cute. I'm putting bows as many places as I possibly can. So I'll put this one right here, and then I will grab a candle. I have a cute red candlestick here to put into this candle sconce. And I just love the look of that. Love how it's coming together. Okay, so if you watch my thrift with me, you saw this climbing Santa. He does not work, at least he doesn't climb, but he does sing really loudly. Just a good $2 buy here, so, or whatever it was really cheap. So we are going to be hanging it here on the cabinet, just something a little bit fun there. I got a few ideas from all of you of where to put it, but And I did like the in the fireplace video just for fun, but I think that this is probably a good spot where the cat won't try to get it because that's a little bit of a struggle. So Jonah's gonna just help me. We're just gonna tape it up here. Like there. Here he is. We won't be like playing his music that much, that's for sure. But I think this is just like a cute, fun little display for that spot. Okay, that is all of our holiday decorations for this year. I will have to say that the Christmas tree is probably one of my favorite my favorite trees we've ever had. I just love this type of tree, and I love all of the bows that I was able to put on it and the vintage ornaments. I'm really happy with how everything came together, and I hope you enjoyed getting to watch me decorate for the holidays. I will be uploading a video in the next week of our office makeover, so be sure to subscribe below so you're not missing out on our office makeover, and I hope you have a really wonderful holiday season.